benches and line up for the walkout for the playing of our national anthem. The walkout will begin in about 3 minutes.
Where's this tool that has
Be sure to check in
leather
the College Coast Hospitality Center located in the parking lot close to Field 3 to pick up your player profile books of the national teams and their players. Be sure to visit ususoccer.org for more National League information, including news, videos, photos, and interviews. Let's introduce the teams playing today's 2 p.m. time slot. On Field 1 in the Under-16 Red Division, South Texas' Sting Austin faces Washington's Northwest.
Are you with Tyler?
Yeah.
On Field 2 in the Under-17 Black Division,
Midwest United.
Nebraska's EJ
Wait for Seattle Surf.
faces California South's Rebels Elite. On Field 3 in the Under-18 Blue Division, Michigan's Midwest United Royal faces Washington's greatest Seattle Surf. On Field 4 in the Under-18 Red Division, Washington's PacNW Maroon faces Nationals Union Black from Michigan. On Field 5 in the Under-16 Blue Division, North Texas Solar faces Utah's USA O2 Premier. On Field 6 in the Under-17 White Division, North Carolina's WHYFC White faces Utah Celtic FC. On Field 7 in the U-17 Blue Division, Missouri's STKC Academy Blues Elite faces Cal South's Fullerton Rangers White. On Field 8 in the U-17 Red Division, North Carolina CSA Charlotte Predators face California South Beach FC. Martin College in the U-18 White, Ohio North CFCIU faces South South Legends Academy. And at White High School in the Under-18 Black Division, North Texas' Solar Oak face Utah Celtic FC. For the referees, please lead the teams to midfield for the anthem. Don't forget the National League logo merchandise.
They're starting out there, guys.
You're live.
You're on. You're on.
You said it'd be helpful to have a barrel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can find a barrel and a small SDI, then you can.
Yeah, and there's STIs
I have a small
everywhere.
SDI here, but it's just
Okay.
long enough.
I found 2 barrels yesterday in the bottom of like bins like that. So.
Yeah, no, I have some in my bag.
So I went to read the name of the camera guys. Okay.
Yeah. Hey. There was some turbulence,
Oh, man.
technical difficulty.
I'm gonna head on out there. We good here?
Ladies and gentlemen, please
Get
rise.
the name
Direct
sheet.
your attention to our flag
Shortage
located
of
behind the field house and join us in the singing of our national anthem.
Number 1 is the keeper. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. John Peters here with you as we get ready for game number 3, contest 3 here on field number 4 today in Wilson, North Carolina. We're at the Gillette Athletic Complex, the U.S. Youth Soccer National League season. And this will be a matchup of 2 teams from across the country. Michigan National Union in black with silver numbers. In goal in the blue jersey is Aubrey Marsh wearing number 1. And on the other side, the maroon, Northwest maroon out of Tukwila, Washington. Head coach is Malia Arant and the assistant coach Lindsey Patterson. On the other side, head coach Matt Kellogg, the assistant Val Kellogg, the team out of Pontiac, Michigan. And we are underway. We'll give you as many names as possible as you have come to enjoy watching your particular player, your family member, and some of you that couldn't get here. Maybe you're on your way later in the week, but you're with us here on this live stream. We thank you for joining us. And once again, all the information on usyouthsoccer.org, all the standings, schedule, and see what's happening. Here's the maroon squad. We'll just say maroon and black. How about that? Maroon out of Washington, black out of Michigan. Maroon brings it up. Black now picks it up there. The Michigan black brought back in the back there by number 11, Holly Morris, a Western Michigan Bronco of the future. Ball played around there by Jordan Gifford. Ball sent forward. The defense there, however. Washington, might be easier to just say Washington and Michigan for you folks. Sounds like a former Rose Bowl for those of you who follow such. And that ball deflected nicely. Good job by Maroon Spritel Hirano, future New York University player. Ball that was a little bit of a light touch there, almost taken away. Ball over here to Hirano once again. She'll try to send it in toward teammate Nowen. Tao Nowen, a University of Washington Husky. Come in. There she goes. She'll take off. Defense is there to flick it away. Nice job there. Picked up now by Cruz. Cruz trying to get possession, and we got a foul out in the middle. Talk about our referees. Give them a shout out here as well as this crew that has been working on field 4 rotates around. In the middle is referee Brandon Ingram. Trying to see here, AR1, Juan Gonzalez, AR2, Andrew Arant, and then the 4th official in this particular match is Osman Hernandez. Ball in the back, that'll be brought out. A little pressure here from the Michigan squad. Washington Maroon working it around, now sending it forward toward midfield. No one there. She turns. She'll take it forward, working with some defense. Nice ball up forward. Fighting through. It's going to be flicked away by the defense. But a nice opportunity there for the Washington squad. No one was trying to get it up there. I was trying to see a number of the player that she was working with. That was Tess Carden. Carden out there. Flicked away, however, by Zach. I believe it was Cameron Zach who took that one and sent it off out the side. That one got away from Holly Morris. There'll be a toss in here for Allie Veenhuizen. Veenhuizen gets it into Nowen. Ball in the middle, bounding around. Ball cleared across left side by Akpal. Savannah Akpal now sent forward. Through ball there, sent in the box. Sliding tackle. And this is going to be a PK, looks like. And I tell you what, it was a hard tackle, and apparently the no contact with the ball. And boy, a big time mistake there if you're on the defense. So going down hard. I was going to see what number looks like, number 2, which would be Gifford. But no, that's not Gifford. I see her right here. Maybe 21. That would be Madison Taylor, who went down. So no one will actually take the penalty shot. Ball's lined up. They'll wait for the whistle. The player's ready for a possible rebound. Marsh is ready. And here's the whistle. And the play, a nice shot up top right corner. Postage stamp there, and the goal. Scored for Washington Maroon after the PK. Taken down in there, and once again, I believe it was Madison Taylor who took the brunt of that. She's still limping a little bit and did not get the offender there, but it was number 17, Tao Nowen, who put that one in the back of the goal. Last name spelled N-Y-U-G-E-N for those who like to keep track of such. You probably already know that if you're following this match. Ball near side. It's going to trail across the line, and it'll be a toss in quickly for Michigan. Michigan brings it in. That's Gilmore chasing it. Gilmore in the box, and it's deflected by a defender almost in the goal, and now away. That was a nice save by Mendoza on her own defender. I believe that was Mills back there who tried to clear it away and got it right back toward Mendoza. Like I said, Mendoza in the bright green or yellow neon jersey. She's wearing number 1. So this will be a corner. Just underway here, still no score. Oh, 1-0, excuse me. We'll correct that here in just a second. 1-0 your score from the PK. No score for the Michigan squad. Coming the other way and trying to get to it. There's a big time plaster. Kicking it out of play was Holly Morris. Going down hard with Sydney Lowe. No one now. She'll fight through. Clears a little space with that left hand. Now runs it in. Ball toward the middle. Trying to work it around. Sent away. Let's see if Lowe can get it. She does. Left foot. Sends it toward the top of the box. Right back to her. Headed away, however, before it can get there. And that ball will go out. Ball will be tossed in now by Van Veenhuizen. Veenhuizen looking for a target. Gets it to Lowe. Lowe keeps it in. Works around the defense. Gets it down deep. Ball in the box. Has a touch. High ball. Still loose. Trying to get some play here on it. Working it in the box, and it'll be picked up finally there by Marsh. Very active in there is Madison Taylor. She's the one that drew the penalty inside the box. Got the PK and the 1-0 lead. That was probably back in the 4th or 5th minute. Early in this match, 45-minute halves, 18U. Good job here by the Michigan defense. And a foul there. That ball will go out of play. Ball goes out. It'll be a toss in here. Gilmore with the infraction there. Ball tossed in by Gifford. The ball placed down since it was a foul there. Ball sent over. And another big collision. Ball will come over here near side. Toss in here for the Michigan black team. Actually, beautiful day here. Started out a little cool. Now it's probably in the mid-60s, maybe even hitting 70 at some point. A lot of action right here in front of us. Good defense there. Referee says play on. Gilmore very active. Maroon team looking for a possible whistle there, not getting it. Ball flicked back nicely there to Manning. Megan Manning wearing number 38. Ball sent deep. Defense is there. Ball settled there. Katie Stamper, future Kalamazoo College player. Ball sent forward. Let's see who gets there. It's going to be a race and cleared away by the keeper Mendoza. Pretty good onrush by the Michigan squad. Yeah, we're just, it's like I said, the Gillette Athletic Complex. It's like in the middle of a countryside, almost like the Field of Dreams movie, where you say you build it and they will come. And here we are, the National League teams from all across the country here in Wilson, North Carolina. Here's Lowe working it across, has a little space, sends it out to the left side, cleared away. Taylor was approaching it, but it's cleared out, I believe, over there by Zach, one of the defenders back there. Also, Katie Stamper is back there. Let's see, Stamper. Also back there is Bridget Paulon, Paulon, future University of Illinois Chicago player, wearing number 24. Ball in there, a little battle for it. Who's going to come up with it? Lowe goes down, but yes, we have the foul as Lowe was tripped up. So it'll be a set piece here, an opportunity. And the wall is about 4 yards. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. They'll get it set up as Brandon Ingram, not of the Los Angeles Lakers, our head official here in the middle. Also, AR1 is Juan Gonzalez, those of you who know the Texas Rangers. There's a shot coming in, scooped up by Marsh. Nice laser shot with a one-hopper, smothered in there by Marsh. Marsh now will put it in play. As we said, AR1, Juan Gonzalez, another pretty famous name. Ball worked over on the far side, now being brought forward by the Michigan Black squad. And Lowe goes down again. She's been knocked down like 3 times. Tough as nails, apparently, as she hops right back up. Gilmore works through traffic, dancing through, sends a through ball in. Another one outside, and the offside flag is up, and the infraction spotted. But you like to see the aggression there if you're Coach Matt Kellogg, trying to put some pressure in there after falling behind by 1. 11:15 on the clock. Ball sent out here near side. A little bit of a decoy there. Looked like she was going to kick it right down the middle and then brought it out to the near side. Maroon now working it, Washington. Ball sent forward there toward Akpal. Right on the line, and it's out. That'll be a toss in. By looking to see who they're defending here, as that ball brought forward by Veenhuizen. Low chasing, coming the other way. Coming the other way nicely is Stamper, and taken away, dispossessed right there. Noah now looking, she's breaking down the middle, looking for the ball. She's going to fly in there and blocked off just in the last second by Cameron Zach. No one, like I said, University of Washington Husky. Ball sent to the back. Back in the back, that's Carly Davis, Saginaw Valley State, her destination. Ball will be tossed in on the far side. Looks like Cordero. Cordero, number 24, University of Puget Sound. Ball worked up. Lowe working through traffic. Takes it into the box. Into the middle and got away. Let's see if they can get a touch on it, and they do, but it's going to be wide right. And you see the danger there. Lowe working to no one. I believe that was no one. And she is so active in the middle. And you can see how the University of Washington likes to have her on their prospect and future list. See a big size differential looking in the middle here between Akpal and Mills. Mills of the Michigan squad. Probably about 6 feet tall, maybe 5'11", 5'10", 11. And then Akpal probably around 5'2". There she is right there. Controls it. Little water bug out there moving around with energy. Try to get it to her. It's deflected away. 13:45 on the clock. Ball tossed in. No one now working now. Trying to get something where she can get a foot on it. She's going to take it back left, right. Shot blocked. Nice defense. Not sure if that was Stamper. We'll check that number for you here in just a second. Actually, good defense in there by Carly Davis. Davis, good job there blocking an excellent forward and striker in Nolan. 14:20 on the clock, first half. 1-0 the score, thanks to a PK earned by Madison Taylor of the Washington Maroon. And that put in the back of the net by Tao Nguyen. Ball bouncing around. Far side. Working it up over there is Cordero. Now Lowe sends it in. A little bit too much pace. It'll be picked up by Marsh, and they'll come the other way. Trying to give you as many names as possible and also the places where they will be pursuing their college careers, at least verbal commitments, possibly full commitments. That ball's going to come all the way across. Who's going to get to it? And they kept it in. Good hustle. That was good hustle, definitely by Veenhuizen to keep that ball in play. And finally flicked out there. Working the back by Morris. Flicked out by, I believe that was number, I thought it was 13, but then I looked to see there is not a 13, might have been 12. Ball tossed in. Tao Nguyen working with it. No one. Left foot out into the middle. Trying to turn with it, Michigan. Now a little run here, a little space momentarily. Good hustle by Lowe. She comes and takes it away. She'll go down, but she's right back up. Shot there from no one. Was it touched? It was not. Thought there might have been a deflection there, but she gets the shot off a little bit to the left. I'll tell you what, you better be ready when she gets the ball. No matter where she is, keepers beware. Once again, John Peters here with you on the microphone. Our producer on field number 4, Kevin Stoffel. Appreciate the work he's doing. Leonardo, Ricardo, and Glenn, our camera guys. Appreciate their work. Ball batted around, now sent toward the midfield. Gets loose. Guess who? No one now works it back. Sent out to the side. Let's see if it's going to stop in time, and just out. Just across the line. Good hustle, though. Over here on the near side. She hustled a while ago to get one. Veenhuizen. Almost got to it. And you see these players really huffing and puffing. This is a tough competition. Not the teams that you play every day in your local area. These are the best teams from around the country, so a lot of extra work. A lot of hard work has brought these teams here, and now they'll try to advance. If you can study a little bit of the history of the National League and the season that they play, the teams that advance to the national championship have won like 2/3 of the national championships that have been available since the inception of National League. So very successful. Teams have been very successful coming out of this play into the national championship round. That ball down the line, frustration Beenheisen just couldn't bring it back in. And we'll have our first sub, I believe. First substitute coming in here at the 18-minute mark. Coming in will be number 7, Mackenzie Coe. Coming out will be Holly Morris. And a lot of fight there. Going for it was Hirano. She went down. Ball to the far side. Really no other black shirts over there. Ball sent forward there. That's Megan Manning now. Turns. Works up off the back of one of the black-shirted Michigan players. Ball sent forward toward Gilmore. And, boy, a hard spill there. Gilmore working it in. She's just a very powerful player. Bodies go down when she shows up. Arano works it through, looking for options. She sees one out to the side, hustling in. It's going to be Akpal, but she will not get there before the steady hands of Marsh pick it up. So Marsh will put the foot into it. Low kick. One bounce headed. Settled. Going the other way. Here comes a rush. And just flicked out of play. That's Marissa Mills, Utah Valley University. Her future home. Tossing it in will be Mackenzie Coe. Coe with a commitment to IUPU Fort Wayne. And a ball sent in. Here comes Taylor. She's hot on the path, but flicked away nicely by Cameron Zach. Zach sends it over to teammate Samantha Lewis. Ball bounding around. Ball sent out to the outside. Nice possibility here. Lowe hustles back. Also fighting through over there is Cordero. Send it forward. Touched by Mills. Madeline Mills, future Miami of Ohio player. Working it across. Well, Savannah Akpal, very active in there. Small and quick. Probably could hide behind some of the other players and just pop out. Here comes Nia. Boy, she's working right through traffic, dancing through, and a shot, and it's in. Boy, how do you stop that? She just went through 4 or 5 black shirts, worked it back and forth, right foot, left foot, put the left foot high in the back of the net. So she gets a second goal in the 21st minute. And so we'll put that right here. 2 goals now for Tao Nguyen. Coaches, I'm sure, glad to have her. Another player on the team, Summer Yates, University of Washington player, is in a national training camp or some sort of event with the national teams that prevents her from being here. So imagine those two working together. Akpal, good job there, clears it away. And so this team out of Washington with 2 future Washington Husky strikers. My goodness. If they were both here, that would be something to but I know there are plenty of future coaches and coaches here watching these teams, but there'll be a lot of folks who would like to see that combination. But already putting a show on here is Nguyen. Nationals Union Black trying to fight back now, down 2-0. There's a ball sent forward. Touch, Gilmore. She's going to turn. Sends it out to the side. Teammate Mackenzie Coe sends it back in. And if Gilmore had kept her pace up that way, she might have had that return pass. Trying to stay on side as well. Ball worked around by the defense, keeping some possession. Good control, good formation. Here comes Akpal. She's got some options. She'll take it out to the left. Flicked away by the defense, now coming the other way. Mills sends it toward Gilmore. Sends it out to the side. Hustling back, it's a foot race, and it'll be sent over into field number 3 at least. So that ball tracked down over there and was sent back in. Substitute getting ready to come in will be number 13, Taylor Malone. Malone getting ready to come in for Gilmore. Malone in the forward position. Gilmore, a very, very big, powerful player. Ball sent in toward the corner, trying to block it out and let it roll across the line. I don't know if it'll make it. It doesn't. And so cleared away finally, Veenhuizen. It'll be tossed in there by Lewis. Oh, handed over to Coe. Coe tosses it. Little, how do you do there? Back to the top. Ball with a lot of spin on it. Taylor tried to come up with it. Got those bright cleats. It's got like a gold bottom on their cleats. Bright neon green tops. Ball the other way. Collision there, but the ball settled. Near side. Veenhuizen sizes things up. Sends it back over to teammate Hirano. Hirano looking for no one. And that's going to be sent over to field 3. Blocked by coach that have to be looking this way. A lot of college coaches, as we've mentioned. Probably more coaches out for the 16U, 17U, the non-committed players, obviously. Some of these have already committed to different colleges and universities. Veenhuizen now left foot, off the block, and it will be retrieved. Throw in there as another substitute getting ready to come in. Gabriella Ames will pop in for the Michigan Black squad. Future Madonna University player. Also checking in will be number 22. It's Kylie Russell, University of New Mexico. That's for the Tequila Washington Maroon team. So here we go, back at it. Flicked away again, this time off our scaffolding, which reminds me to tell you folks, you've got the best view in the house because you are elevated. We're right here at field level, so we miss a lot of the things that you'll see from up there. That one flicked out, tried to keep it in. Good hustle, but gets away. That was Madison Gemas working with it. Hirano now. She's trying to work. She's marked up there well by number 2 who just checked in. That's Ames. Low maintains possession. Turns, sends it forward. Akpal. Got an option out here on the near side. Just checked in is Kylie Russell. Ball the corner. No one. Never know what's going to happen right here. Let's see what she'll do with it. She'll take it around, send it to the back post, and nobody there. Akpal the closest. If she can track it down. And the referee says play on. It'll be a throw in on the far side. Right on the line. I'm sure she was tap dancing across that end line, trying to keep that ball in. Little tiptoe job. Here we go. Tiny Tim and the Tulips. Ball worked across, little space. Left foot blocked. Nice play to Akpal. She's got space. She's got a lot of space. Sends it forward. Little flick there in the ankle. No one now looking for an option. Finds an option out on the left side. That's Russell. Right side, excuse me. Shot comes in. Nice save, Marsh. Marsh coming out, leaving no change on the table. No loose change. Secure. Oh, tried the through ball there, and you had a nice opportunity for Taylor Malone, who was breaking in. Malone now trying to put a little pressure. as we said, just wears you out because these teams are probably much higher as far as these level of play than what you would find in your local area as you're traveling all the way across the country to play top teams in the National League. And that means a lot more work, a lot more stamina needed. Good opportunity for these players, though. Here comes Tao. Tao, little shifty move, works through traffic again, and a shot, and a score. Give her the hat trick. 28:45 on the clock, so that's in the 29th minute. That's just like magic. 28th minute, she worked through again 3, 4, 5 black shirts back and forth and made the score. And even she's tired now. She's walking back. She's kind of looking over the bench like, hey, give me a little break here. I think she will. So we're waiting for 2 substitutes to pop in. So we got number 39 checking in. That's going to be Dalia Aladin. And number 12 coming in will be Tess Carden. Coming in for National Union Black, number 25, Corey Alonzo. She'll be checking in. And no one stays in. Looks like she's pretty well winded, but how can you not blame her after that run all the way down the pitch? She's catching her breath right now. Just what a player, though. A hat trick, one of those being a PK, but 2 other just magical moves down the middle of the pitch. Left, right, and then working it in the back of the goal. And extends a lot of energy doing that. It uses up a lot of energy, and so she's pretty tired. Ball sent forward, shot, and knocked down by Marsh. That was Lowe, who spends half her time down on the turf and hustling and fighting and scrambling around. Very quick, working it back here. That one's going to be flicked out of play. Number 22, Russell. Flicks it off of Taylor Malone. So we've got several subs coming in. First of all, coming in will be Ellie Wardell coming in for Mills. We'll have number 19 checking in, Kate Macklin, and also number 9, Marissa Mestacella coming in. So a lot of substitutions here as you find a 3-goal lead at the 31-30 mark. First half, as we work through 45-minute halves. These 18U teams playing 45. 16U, which will be the next match on this field, doing 40 minutes. Ball worked forward. Defense now trying to set something up, get it up to the midfield for the Michigan squad. Taken away by Akpal. Boy, she is a feisty player, probably about 5 feet tall. Ball sent in toward the top of the box, cleared away. Finally there by Coe. Swooped up by Taylor. Sent into the box. Let's see if it's going to be another corner. Corner, 32:20 on the clock. We started out today probably around 35, 36 degrees, maybe 38, and now it's got, I'd say we're probably pushing 70. Really nicely, warming up nicely here. Sun up high in the sky, not a cloud to see. So actually perfect weather. Sun right now could be in the eyes, as you see. If you look back to the left, Mendoza shading her eyes. Here comes the corner, it'll be placed down. I was trying to see who it might be Gifford over there, we'll see. Ball right at the bar, hits the crossbar, Stays in play. How about that? Right along the side and trying to get to it and keep it in. That was good hustle there by Malone. That'll be tossed in by Russell. Flicked away. Nice job. Malone now sends it over toward the midfield. Picking it up there is Cordero. Cordero forward. Ball worked around and Aladdin is whistled. Going down there was Cameron Zach. I'll tell you some of the schools for these players. I mentioned a lot of them. Harano, New York University. So I mentioned one, University of Washington. University of Redlands for Kate Macklin, who's in there right now. Mackin. Kylie Russell, University of New Mexico. Cordero, Kalina Cordero, University of Puget Sound. And Marissa Mills, Utah Valley University. That's the Washington squad. Ball worked through the middle there. Nice move. Ran into a block, and the foul was a little bit further back. But it was Cameron Zach working that ball up through the pack. Zach up through the pack, and a quick ball far side, trying to beat the defense. It'll be headed out, thrown in over there on the far side. Looks like that is Alonzo who will take care of it. So some of the colleges and universities, we'll see if this ball gets right up close. If not, we'll talk about colleges and universities of the Michigan team. Taken away. Gabriella Ames at Madonna University. Ball controlled by the defense. Madeline Mills, Miami University of Ohio. Nice reversal there, taking it across the pitch. And again, trying to reverse it. Good hustle in there. Pressure put on by Aladdin. Also have Gilmore, Ferris State University. Coe at IUPU Fort Wayne. Cameron Zach, Center College. Katie Stamper, Kalamazoo College, as the ball scooped up by Mendoza. We mentioned Holly Morris, future Western Michigan Bronco. Madison Gemus, University of Detroit Mercy. Carly Davis, Saginaw Valley State University, and Bridget Paulin at University of Illinois, Chicago. How about that? That's almost the entire squad committed somewhere on this Michigan team. So working it up now on the far side. We're at the 36-minute mark. About 14 minutes or so left in this first half. 3-0 lead. It's Towson 3 and Michigan nothing. The hat trick here early in the first half. And she's on the bench now resting. What a player for Coach Malia Aron. Head coach Matt Kellogg trying to get his troops to bounce back a little bit here. That ball in the back, Carly Davis sends it over. Looking for options, got some space. And taken away right to the feet of, I believe that's Taylor. Taylor looking for, there's a shot that's going to be wide and tipped out to the side. Had to just get a little fingertip on it. That'll mean another corner, I believe. No, he said there was not a touch. The referee in the middle says it will be a goal kick. Ball being retrieved as, once again, we say earlier, the really and truly ball gets loose behind the goals. There's really not any way to get it unless you have a fan walking across or coach, so the keepers usually have to chase it down. 37:30 on the clock. Here comes the ball put in play. Nice foot there. Put out toward the midfield circle. Headed back and forth. Now tried to settle it. Coming through. And taken away nicely. Good defense there by number 12, Tess Carden. Back in there again. This time it was Aladdin, who played the good defense. That ball swept away by the Michigan squad. Sent in. Fighting for it. Good defense and flicked away. Let's see who the foul will be on the Michigan squad. Good job by Gifford to get back there, and she's helped up by teammates. Good rush there by Wardell, who just checked in, fresh legs coming in. And the flag going up on the far side. I'll make sure, I guess they want to make sure that Gifford's okay. Took quite a tumble there, a little pretty good spill as she played some good defense. Oftentimes, best defense means you pay with physical pain. Ball worked around in the back. Michigan team trying to lock it in there. Washington squad trying to clear it out. That ball will roll forever. Here it comes back. So a lot of space around here, as you see off in the distance, the beautiful trees and the colors. Like I said, it's really somebody had a great idea and said, hey, let's go out that side of Wilson, North Carolina and build a beautiful soccer complex, and here it is. Where we were here last year doing the broadcast on the men's side. I think 128 teams involved in the National League on men's side and 128 on the women's. I believe that number's correct. And last year the wind blowing a wind chill probably down around 20. It was a very, very cold affair for those 3 days. This is so nice right here. Break out the suntan lotion. Ball worked forward. Nice move there. Coming up, it's going to be out of play, but good job there by Mesticella. Trying to get a little move in the front there. Thrown in toward Taylor. Taylor with it. Puts a move on. Shot in the box and scooped up. Scooped up nicely there by Marsh. The Bugs coming out, making themselves known here in the North Carolina wooded areas. That's a rush through. Let's see who's going to get to it. It's going to be a nice rush there by Wardell. She's looking for options now, tries to find a little help, and the defense trying to clear it away. Wardell had a good rush, just didn't get a good touch on it to put it where she could get a strikeout. That ball sent back, headed aside, which way to go. And working it in nicely, Mesticella finally taken away in there by Davis. Davis a little indecision whether to go forward or retreat. Ball worked across, still worked across. Taylor looking for options. Sent in toward Akpal. Now deep, let's see who gets to it. I'll tell you what, Wardell, who has subbed in, good speed. Very good speed, and like I said, sub in with fresh legs. So give her that little advantage when she has that ball she can chase down. Just didn't really get a good touch a few moments ago. Had a ball that she was chasing in, had the advantage, but the touch went off to her left, not where she could get a foot on it. That ball sent in. A little bit of a wild kick, but controlled now by Washington. Ball trapped there, so it'll be a Washington Maroon kick. Northwest Pacific. Pac Northwest Maroon. Ball settled here by the Michigan squad. Now working it across. And you hear hollers and screams all around this area. With goals scored, obviously, in different fields. Probably 10, 12 fields being utilized. Ball in the midfield, settled there by Washington. Now turn, here we go. Little race, you got 5 black shirts moving forward, and good speed working it in. Good defense, however. Great job there by Marissa Mills to put her body between number 13, that's Malone, and the goal. Ball back into Wardell, sent into the box. Who's there? Defense. Ball sent in, not really with any purpose, however. Might have been able to take a touch or two before pulling the trigger. 43:20 on the clock. Don't know if there'll be any injury time. We'll see if there's any indication. Ball settled back. Mendoza sends it up. Ball bounds around. Sent outside. There's a nice ball sent out to the side and gets free. Working it in. Here's a shot and a score. That put in there by number 25, Corey Alonzo. And I think the assist would go to Ellie Wardell. We'll get Alonzo a goal. That'd be in the 45th minute with no time added. Man, it makes it 3-1. Nice shot up over the extended arms of Mendoza. Sun was not any factor there. Sun could be a factor if it was a ball higher up in the air on the left-hand side as you're watching. Ball sent back in toward Mendoza. And about 30 seconds to go here in the first half. No added time, as we've heard. Ball sent up, and Michigan trying to get one more rush here, but they'll be denied, it looks like, by the defenders from Washington. Working it down, 15 seconds. Akpal sending it to the outside. Rushing up there, number 9 is Mesticella. 5 seconds. 4, got to pull the trigger here. Shot and saved by Marsh with really no time left in this first half as the referee there, Brandon Ingram, puts the whistle to his mouth and he'll blow 2 long whistles. That means we're going to halftime, folks. Your score, 3-1. All the zeros have been taken off the board. And so 3-1, your goals scored by 2 different people. All 3 Washington goals by Tao Nowen. And on the other side, that goal scored by Corey Alonzo, wearing number 25, right there at the end of the first half, the 45th minute score coming in. I believe that assist on that play would go to Ellie Wardell. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Once again, glad you're with us here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National League.
Uh, 17. Yeah, she's killing it.
She went through like 5 defenders.
You could have had her for PI if she had just stayed on the field.
Yeah.
But they took her off before that happened.
I mean, I won't get it in the second half. I need a seat, son. Oh. My legs hurt.
Stomach good?
Not really.
It was weird. She's with them.
In the rib?
Yeah, she's with the national. No, not the national.
Yeah, but who is she?
I have no idea. She's not on the bench though, so I can't really say she's who.
She's in the team's technical area.
Which girl are you talking about? The one walking
She's
around?
on one in all black right there.
The blonde one in all black.
With the sweatshirt tied around her waist.
Oh, that one.
With sunglasses.
Oh,
No,
I hadn't even seen her.
She's been standing there the whole
Just wait till after halftime.
Now the lady,
Just wait till everything clears out.
the
You're
lady,
talking about that lady over there.
blonde
Like,
one?
she's with them.
the blonde one
Yeah.
with the red jacket on, she is a part of the.
Yeah, yeah.
Just-
That's what I thought you were
She
talking
has
about.
a, she has a,
Yeah,
She
just
has a
wait till everything clears.
It's not a big deal.
I just missed her. I completely missed
She's been standing behind the bench the whole time. Yeah, I can see her clean across the field.
I'll go check her out after.
You gonna check her out or you gonna check her out?
I mean, she looks like a
Check her
mom.
though.
She looks like a mom.
Yeah, she.
She's passing out like popsicles and stuff.
Cheesesteak maybe?
That's what I was thinking. But then I was, yeah, I thought,
Yeah,
kinda light.
cheesesteaks, bro.
I don't think you need cheesesteaks in this kind of.
What? That's calcium, dog.
Huh?
Oh yeah, calcium.
Yeah.
Drink some milk then.
No,
Nah,
dude, you
cheesesteaks
don't
are a
want to
lot
drink
more
milk
efficient,
during the
yeah.
middle of
Well,
games.
cheese has dairy in it too.
Okay, but cheese is
It
a
takes
solid
longer.
where
Yeah,
milk,
it takes longer to.
well, milk is a
process.
liquid.
Yeah, you're an environmental major. You're not a nutrition.
That doesn't mean I don't know something about your body.
You don't know anything about my body.
I know your stomach over here hurting and shit.
I know that.
Is it hurting right now?
It this doesn't hurt his feels
I know
weird.
I had a burger last night, and you had a burger last night, and you're the only one who got sick. So
Where y'all eat last night?
B-dubs.
You gotta drink
Where
some
y'all
beer to
staying?
break it down, man.
see, he didn't have a beer.
See, that's probably why
Holiday
you threw
Inn.
up, man.
Where?
Where's
The Holiday Inn,
It's off of 95.
shitty ass hotel.
I mean,
this
it's not
whole,
great.
this whole
It's
town
not
is
great,
off
but
the
it's
Dude.
better than the micro hotel.
Dude,
Yeah,
my
did you stay in the
blanket,
micro hotel?
my blanket
Okay.
smelled
You don't know
dusty,
shit.
man.
I think
My
so.
blanket smelled dusty as hell. I was
You
like,
don't know shit until you stay
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
right
micro
beside
hotel behind
McDonald's.
us.
oh, really?
The micro hotel is
I haven't seen that one.
literally right next to us.
At least it's only one night that
And
I'm
they
in.
put us in there for this tournament one year.
Where?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of by Cookout, yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
what Caleb
I think we
was telling
passed
me.
it on
He
the
said
way.
that they put you in shit hotel.
Yeah, we
Oh,
passed.
we're not there. We're not there.
We passed Cookout on the way to our hotel though.
We're like 5 minutes away from like El Tapatillo's,
That's good.
Buffalo
I gotta
Wild
try that.
Wings. Oh yeah. Oh, I know about El Tapatillo's, brother.
Y'all going to Mexican today, bro? So let's go eat at Tapatio.
ACP no cilantro.
I like ACP.
Bro, I get the
That sounds
chimichangas.
good.
The chimichangas.
That's not even Mexican
the
food, man.
chimichangas, the camarones.
We can eat Mexican food anytime.
That's not even Mexican food.
Restaurant
So we
hibachi
went-
place.
We went to
Hibachi 101.
is that good?
Oh, dude, I love me some hibachi.
What?
Hey, just let me know if y'all are going out today so I can chill with you guys before I head back to Raleigh.
Well, we'll probably shower and stuff first.
Yeah, exactly.
What's in Raleigh?
The girls showcase.
You gotta go there.
Yeah.
You're working that today?
I'm only doing that.
Friday,
I'm only
Saturday,
doing this today. Because Roger took so long to let me know if I was actually going to work this or not, I took games from Ralph. And then when I told Roger, I was like, I could just tell Ralph to let me go because he has a whole bunch of referees. He was like, nah, don't leave him hanging. I was like, okay.
What'd you call Roger?
If you say so, I'll email him.
No,
Probably see a reply.
He's
Yeah,
salty.
he got back to me like
He's
this. dude. I
salty.
was like,
He either never replies or replies fast.
yeah.
That's the people who hire you to ref the game.
There's like different assigners for different areas.
How did the refs get money? The teams pay?
Yeah, the teams pay the people who host it, and then they pay the referee coordinator, and then they pay us.
So they
It's
must
a
be-
long chain.
It's a process.
Takes a while to get paid, man.
How much are teams you paying to get in this tournament?
This tournament, probably very expensive.
It's probably in the thousands.
Yeah.
I know for the girls showcase it's like 1,200 per team
For the
for the showcase.
NCFC one.
Yeah, exactly. This one, I'm assuming it
I
might be a
know
little
those
more
kids
expensive.
ain't paying either, but
Well, they pay
the
they
team,
play a
the club
flat
fees.
yeah, they play
play
a
club
flat
fees.
fee.
Yeah. So whoever their club is. Well, they probably play the league.
that's why I get a lot of
Every year.
sponsors, too.
Oh yeah.
No,
Like a lot
the
of
players play club
Yeah.
fees, and then the club uses those fees to pay everything else that they need to pay. Pretty much.
I feel like somebody in that chain gonna be broke.
Nah, because obviously the club keeps some money for themselves as well.
What
They have to.
dude, that was such an easy penalty.
Yeah, it
swung,
was.
She swung the
They
first
probably got
time
multiple
and-
teams too, right?
Oh, they
Yeah, they
have.
have multiple teams.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they're in the national league.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
some clubs do have multiple teams in national league, just different age groups.
Yeah. That seems like I like 5 or 6 teams only one national team.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, you come. How you get here is through playing like.
You basically have to win your way
National
here,
League.
pretty much.
You have to win.
It's invitational, right?
You have to
Yeah,
win your state cup,
invitation only.
and then when you go to regionals for like whenever your team travels to regionals, you have to do really well in regionals,
What we do?
and then I think they give you an invitation to national league. The
National
regionals.
League. Okay.
Because these teams are playing to play in nationals,
Whenever I was the fourth,
Yeah, that's
which is in Texas.
Texas right there.
whenever I was the fourth last time, this team was like they weren't. You were talking to that team, and I was talking to this team about coming out after halftime. And I said like 3 times, all right, guys, let's go. And every time I would say that, they would look over at that team. I was like, what are y'all just trying to be the last one out? They're like, yeah, we never come out first.
I told him like 3 times. I blew my whistle once. I blew my whistle again when I got to the middle, and I was like, "Girls, let's go." And I started walking over there, and the coach started walking out with me, and he's like, "Hey, such and such." I was like, "Yeah, but we need to go." He's like, "Oh, I didn't hear you." I was like, "What?" I would say capitalize on that. Play passes. Play passes. Dude, come on, man. coach. He knows where his lineup's going to be.
Yeah.
We going?
One little girl's 4'10", the little number 7 right there. And she was standing next to one of their players. I said, man, it looks like about a foot different. It was, at least. They got one that's 5'11". Probably the tallest. And that girl's awesome.
So you got 17?
Yeah, they got another girl on the team that's also going to University of Washington State's national team training camp this week.
What's number 17 going?
University of Washington.
17?
Yeah. So there's 2 of them. That other girl's as good as she is, and she's
Hey.
not here.
She going to Washington.
Washington Husky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's 2 of them on the
It
team.
was like she going somewhere.
But you know, y'all's whole coach, y'all's whole team. These things are tough. They have to be for us. But yeah, that's what I was looking at. Almost every one of them is committed somewhere. So.
Yeah, just a couple.
That was a nice goal at the end. Yeah, it was. Give a little pickup at halftime.
Yeah.
What heck was that 17 we were just talking about? She's tough to deal with.
She's the real deal.
Oh, that's for sure. They got another one on the team that's not here. It's also going to University of Washington. Forward, they said when they're out there, you know, she's at the national team training this week. Can you imagine those?
So stupid.
If those 2 were together? My
Yeah,
God.
how silly is that to schedule that during this event?
That's right.
I mean, everybody has to be there. It's not like Vegas
some of your
or
better.
Florida where half the teams are still there. Everybody's got to be there.
Not good. Not good. And welcome back, folks, as we get ready for second half action. We'll chat here with some of the folks on the side. Got to talk with the coach from the Michigan team about a lot of their players committed. Had a nice goal there at the end. That was Alonzo coming through right in the 45th minute to pick up the team a little bit. Talking with a couple of the team moms for the Washington squad about some of their players and just the excitement that no one brings with the 3 goals there in that first half. Was a big time. There's a big collision there. And both teams coming out with a lot of energy here this second half. And Washington finds themselves up 3-1. It was 3-0 for almost 45 minutes. Goal scored right at the end there. Corey Alonzo with the ball up over the outstretched arms of Mendoza. Ball on the backside now, top of the box, sent over to the far side. Ball worked in. Let's see, working it forward. Number 3 out there again. That's Wardell, who subbed in that first half. Gilmore's back in. Gilmore in. Nice pass. Wardell shot, and it's blocked. Is it still loose on the ground? Can't get it out. Now they do. And, boy, you had your keeper coming out. Then that's not Mendoza. We'll tell you who that is here in just a second. Is that ball secured? Your other keeper is Ashley Brookie Tingy. I would just say Ashley. Ashley Brookie Tingy. That ball sent out of play. Chasing it down. Yeah, we had the comparison there. We talked about Akpal. Asked how tall she was. Got a little info sheet. Says she's 4'10". Mesticella's 5'11". So if those 2 are standing next to each other, you have 11-inch difference in height. It's David and Goliath. So ball sent in, picked up by Brookie Tingy. Ashley BT. as in most sports, I'm sure there's 17's going at it over here. There's no one going up against her numerical counterpart, Carly Davis. And no one works it across, and there's another shot. That's going to be high and wide left. Thought she might have earned the corner. Looked like she might have been pleading the case, but referee says no touch, and it'll be goal kick here. Doing the honors, one of the defenders. You see that sun. You see Marsh shading her eyes, as that sun can really bear down now. It's actually going to start lowering down a little bit too as we go through this second half and then on into a 4 p.m. match. Ball bounding around and sent off into the nether regions. And you've got a player off to the side. Let's see, I think that's going to be Madison Taylor checking a shoulder. It might have been on that when she drew the PK. Might have been a problem there. She took a hard tackle in the box that led to the first goal. But there are a lot of times that these players playing hard have hit the turf. And there's a big collision right there. Low goes down again. Back up, though. And that was Wardell collision. Ball inside. Hirano across the middle, and it's loose. Trying to turn. No one now gets a shot at it up and over the bar. And it's going to be deflected. It'll be a corner. Nice quick move. It doesn't take long for her to pull the trigger. She gets about a foot of open space, and she can put it on goal. And that one deflected just enough, sent it up over the crossbar. So Marsh, that would have been her fourth. I'm not even sure what the hat trick, or is that the golden sombrero? With a fourth goal, it's possible here. Once again, 3-1, a goal late in the first half by Corey Alonzo. Brought the Michigan team back within 2. There's a ball, looks like back post. It's a header, and that was Noan who put it up over the bar. What a nice ball that was, played to the back post. Good anticipation there by Tao. Ball out to the side, a little bit of space here. Michigan team sending it forward. Ball batted down low. Back. Mills now sends it in. Noan. Back out toward Wardell. Wardell tries to get it forward, but it's flicked out to the side. It'll be a throw in there for Michigan. Ball deflected and obviously was not picked up over there by Russell. She was ready to toss it back in. Ball bounding around, sent forward. Here comes another rush by the Washington team. Nice ball sent out the near side. Veenhuizen. Left foot sent up. Low. Settles it. Quickly there with the defense, however. And that was Alonzo, who's really back in the back here. Gilmore working her way through, throwing people off right and left. Shot and score. Gilmore works her way down the middle. She's so big and strong. Bodies are falling off the left and right, and she puts it in the back of the net. 3-2. That score in the 51st or 52nd minute. So give Gilmore the goal. And so there you have, like I said, probably the 51st minute, right near the end of that 51st minute. So your score 3-2. First 3 goals scored by Tao and Noan. And now this Michigan squad coming back with goals by Alonzo and Gilmore makes it 3-2. That goal right at the end of the half. Here's a ball inside. Nice save by Marsh. She came out, took the angle away, and that ball cleared out with authority. Fans scattering over on the far side. Actually, probably the next team that's coming in. Ball worked in, Nguyen looking for options. In the middle, and a volley that's going to go up and over, and Marsh maybe slow getting up. Marsh staying down. Checking to see if she's okay. Looks like she took maybe a kick in the arm or the hand. Shaking it off right now. Looks like the right hand. And that's pretty important. If you're a keeper, you've got to be able to secure that ball, especially these hard blasts coming in. These 18U girls can really put a charge in it. Ball sent out toward midfield, headed. There's the 5'11" Mesticella that we talked about. Ball settled now. Michigan team coming the other way. I'm sure they'll be looking for Gilmore again. That ball sent forward. Who's going to get there? Defense will send it back. Brookie Tingy now sends it out. BT, the BT Express. Here comes Wardell. Sends it over. Now working around, still in the middle. Out to the outside, working it out here. Ball cross in the middle, deflected by the defense, and finally pulled down by BT. That was Samantha Lewis, number 28, with that cross into the box from the right side. Ashley Brookie Tingy. Hope I'm saying that right. Saying it correctly. It'll be a toss in here for the Michigan squad. Michigan squad in the black uniforms, silver numbers. The Washington State, the Pac Northwest maroon are the white jerseys, white pants, and the maroon numbers. All squares up, doesn't it? So here we go. Ball worked through. Let's see if this is Nguyen working it in again. Nice through ball there to Mesticella. Ball in the box. Low coming in, but cleared away by Wardell. Ball sent back, and now a long ball sent forward. Probably will trail across the line on the far side. Better view for you folks. Once again, you have the best seat in the house. No bugs out there for you either. A few of them have come around here. Maybe the wind will clear them out. John Peters here with you. Kevin Stoffel, our producer. Chase Neidig running around here somewhere, the head of Turbo Sports, our U.S. Youth Soccer video production team. Ball batted away. Now ball sent forward, trying to get it inside. Defense there, squaring it up. Trying to find an option, sending it forward. Wardell settles it. Pressure from behind. Excuse me, that was Alonzo, number 25. Wardell, number 3. Nguyen now working it. Has speed. Has speed, agility, handling, and goes down. Little knee in the knee there. And they have a little visit to the principal's office. A little discussion about that play. And looks like there won't be any booking of any sort, but no one comes up a little bit gimpy after that. So let's see if she's okay. She's going to work her way back out to the middle of the pitch. And you would have thought 3-0 that this team had it sewed up, but 2 goals here by the Michigan team have brought it back within measure, 3-2. That ball backside, headed, and out of play. Be a goal kick. And that one's still shaking that off. Looks like maybe shoulders or arm that she's trying to loosen up. See in the back there who the player is. I can't tell if that is either Zach or Stamper taking that kick from the back. Ball sent out toward midfield. And a push in the back there by push in the back, and the foul as our Mike Cord almost trips someone there. Sydney Lowe brings it across. Ball sent across. Little stumble there, now turning. Working it around, finally coming away with it. That was Carden. Ball sent in there by Russell in the corner now. No one works with it. No one works it low. She's got control of it. There's a shot blocked by the defense. Waiting for teammates to help. Ball sent away. Everybody looked like they put on the brakes there momentarily. And the play will continue. Throw it on the side. And you've got to, if you're Coach Kellogg, you're holding your breath anytime no one has that ball in the box. And here she comes again, working it around, trying to find an option. Gets to Lowe. Lowe works it around. She's got some space. Works it out to the left, cuts through, splits the defense, shot and score. Sydney Lowe scores. And to show everybody that someone else can score behind the side of no one. And you know, it was a great play. She split the defense, took it to the left, and then saw a little crease. Shot through there, got Marsh to commit and put it in the lower left-hand side. So give Lowe that goal. 4-2 the score now. Gives a little bit of cushion at the 59th minute. So Lowe, who wears number 45. That goal is in the 59th minute. Fourth goal, that ball sent back. Brookie Tingy with it. Make sure she is 0 on the roster. Ball worked up now. Sent forward there by Aladen. Mesticella now working through, trying to get some space. Sends it outside to Lowe. Lowe with good speed. Nice move, too. And that one flicked away nicely. Crosses the line, however. And so that was Alonzo back there on defense. Toss in will be coming in courtesy of Veenhuizen. Veenhuizen to Hirano. Ball down the line, Low. Hirano right back. Little give and go there. Ball in the box. Finally cleared away. Not deep to midfield, but cross the field and cross the pitch, out of play. About 25 minutes to go now as we cross the 60-minute mark here in this 18U contest. Michigan black team, National Union, trying to fight back. They fought back from 3-0 deficit. Made it 3-2. Now it's 4-2 once again. Sydney Lowe coming up with that goal. She's working it out here again, and she's still working, trying to get it to a teammate here behind her, Fowler, I believe. Shot off the defense. Ball bounding around, and that'll be a foul. Number 3, I said, foul. It's actually Veenhuizen. Ball right down the line. 25. She's coming in. Got a substitute getting ready to come in here. That will be Holly Morris. Morris will come in and she will toss. Morris started the match and now gets a little bit of a rest. She'll come back in. Ball headed there. Hirano settles it nicely. Tries to get a through ball. Picked off there by number 2. That is Ames. Good job on defense. Morris now, that one goes out. Catches a couple of players by surprise here on the bench for the Washington squad. Ball bounding around. Low now will flick it into Mesticella. Continues the break. Big collision and another foul on Low. Not afraid of contact, that's for sure. Referee Brandon Ingram having a couple of words. Ball's settled there now. That was a first touch that got up in the air. Now Hirano works it, little space. Got an option out on the side. Guess who? There's no one working in. A little bit too much on that first touch. Gets away from her, and Marsh collects it. Marsh in the blue shorts and shirt. At the other end, Brookie Tingy in the lime green or yellow fluorescent green. Can't miss her. And waiting for Sydney Lowe to come out. Has had an exciting match. And coming in will be Akpal. And we looked it up. She is 4'10". So, boy, ball of energy. Maybe the fastest player out there in a short burst. Long ball sent deep. There's Gilmore. Heads it. She's going to chase it down. She knew where it was going. And coming out is Brookie Tingy to pick it up. Gilmore kind of stays in the area, just hovering there a moment. Ball reversed. If you called out every time the ball was reversed by some of these ball handlers, it's all you would talk about. They are so quick. Ball handling skills are pretty amazing. Speaking of that, here it comes. No one now sends it in toward Mesticella. And sending it past her. Marsh will scoop it up. Good job in there by Ames to kind of shield the ball. Working it up. Morris comes right back to her. Ball gets over the head of both players. Here comes a nice play. Working it in is Wardell. Wardell in the box, a header. It gets away, and the defense comes up with it. Boy, that's another opportunity here for this Michigan squad. They're not giving up. Give them credit. They've given up some really good goals here to this young lady. Look at there, Akpal breaking in. Here she comes. She's got some speed. Let's see what she's going to do. She's lining it up. Shot, and it's wide left. Smallest player maybe in this entire age division. 4'10", and she is so quick. She lined it up just a little bit left. Got it up over Marsh, but trailed off. They're chasing it down now. Trying to see if we can pick out up a number here of who's going to be making this. But it looks like it might be Davis, Carly Davis, who will set it down. Puts a good foot into it. 65-17 on the clock. A little under 20 minutes to go. Ball coming out. Wardell tries to settle it. Hirano works with her. Gets it sent to Mesticella. Hey, she's going to have some options in the middle. If she can get to it, she does. An offside. So there you have the offside flag going up once again. Brings things to a sudden halt. Here comes Mesticella, works it back to the left. So checking for options. Gets it. That's an amazing touch. Boy, oh boy. And Akpal had overrun it after the rebound there. A little loose change left on the table. Gilmore now, she'll turn. There are 5 white shirts in the area trying to stay back. And this is a big hit there, and it's going to be Gemas, who goes down. And coach will have to come out and check. It looks like she took knee to knee or just a hard hit to the leg. So she goes down, and the referee immediately sensing the need to call the coach on out. We're going to wait and see here as checking in will be Sophia Cruz. Player going to IUPUI Indianapolis. So it looks like they're going to be calling in the trainer here for just a moment. Everybody hydrates during this time. Get a little bit of water. And obviously we see the trainers coming out here. And why don't we'll step aside for just a moment. I'll walk over here, let Kevin know, see if we have a sponsor we can run ad. Well, we'll stay with it. We'll stay right here. We'll kind of review the scoring here in this contest. As we said, the first 3 goals coming from Tao Nguyen. And those PK on the first one, 2 others where she just went right up through the defense and scored. Worked her way through 4 or 5 defenders, came up with the goal. And then at the end of the half, a nice score there by Corey Alonso, really a defender who came up, flicked it up over the outstretched arms of Mendoza. And then in the second half, Gilmore worked her way down the pitch, very similar to Noen, except she wasn't dancing around the defenders, kind of going through the defenders and put the ball in the back of the net. And then the final goal we had, Sydney Lowe coming in with a ball with kind of split the defense, took it to her left there, top of the box, split the defense, came in and made Marsh commit, flicked it in the bottom left-hand side of the goal. So that's where we are right now. 4-2 is your score. Like I said, everybody getting some refreshment of some water right now. So we will continue to pause here and wait to see what's going to happen as the injured player taken care of out there on the pitch. See if we want to. Do we want to go to we'll go to a commercial? We'll stay right here. We'll stay right here as we talk about this. U.S. Youth Soccer is just a magnificent group. It's, I believe it's the largest young children and youth sports organization in the world if you really go back and study it. So, and we will see throughout this week, this National League, there are 128 boys teams, 128 girls teams. I believe that number is correct. You can go to usyouthsoccer.org. Boys teams in here next weekend. And these teams, their ultimate goal to make it to the national championship and to play against the top teams that have qualified for those championships. 96 teams go to the national championships from all over the country and representing several of the age divisions. And it's, when you start looking at the quality of player like we see right here, these players, many on the college teams that will be top teams in the college area. Also teams, players that are with the national team training right now. And so that ball sent back in. Ashley Brookie Tinger, now she'll look like she's going to roll it out, and then she puts a foot into it. And boy, she can really kick it. Finds the feet of the talented Tao Nguyen. Beenheisen, Harano. Beenheisen. Sends it back, ABT, Ashley Brookie Tingy. Working it up, far side. I believe that's going to be Gifford in the back. Ball sent into Gilmore. She's tough. There's a shot and just up over the bar. And I tell you, little shout and talk to the referee in the middle there. I'm not sure who. I think it was number 44. And that would be Marissa Mills having a good discussion there with referee Brandon Ingram. But Gilmore is such a powerful force in there that she draws the attention of the defense. We saw it a while ago. She almost scored again. Pressure again. Just trying to control it right now, get a little bit of time of possession. Shape things up before you rush forward. That ball taken away. Not a good pass. Ball sent in. Gilmore there and now cleared away. momentarily. Shot taken and diving save by ABT. Samantha Lewis also in there, number 28. She's the one that intercepted that pass. Working it up is Alden. Gilmore was there, just a little bit overshot, a little overpass. Now toss out here to the near side. Gilmore chasing it. Here's Serrano, great ball handler. Working it back the wrong way. Now you might say, wonder if Washington's getting a little bit too conservative here. And instead of attacking, continue to attack like they have. And working our way through, that's going to be Zach. Really kind of moving up from the back. It's going to be a corner. So here comes the Michigan National Union Black. They're having an opportunity, scoring opportunity right here. Carly Davis will put it in play. Substitutes getting ready to come in. So Katie Stamper will check in. Also checking in for Washington will be Kalina Cordero, University of Puget Sound. I wonder what their mascot is. Sure it's something creative. Here we go. Corner. Little floater, in bender. It's punched away, and we've got a foul before we even saw the contact there as Brandon Ingram saw something take place. Missed opportunity there. And you know, it's like those are going to be few and far between against a team that has been attacking like they have with this Washington team. Hirano comes out. Coming in will be number 38, Megan Manning. In for Michigan, Madeline Mills. So Mills checks in. Manning checks in. Here's Noen. She did not play the full first half after scoring 3 goals. And took a big tumble a while ago. It was a hard foul. There was no card. It was, but she went down hard, holding her shoulder a little bit, maybe just shaking off a hard hit. Here comes Akpal, sending it in toward her teammate Noen. Now she's working in. Here's where it is. Takes it out to the right against her numerical counterpart. Back to the left, shot and scores. Give her 4. 4 goals now for the future Washington Husky. And I tell you, that was a nice ball sent in there. I believe it was Akpal who would get the assist on that, and she sent that ball across, knew who to look for. An amazing touch there to just settle that ball by Noen. So Tao Noen with her 4th goal. And I was talking earlier, I know the hat trick with 3. I'm not sure if it's the golden sombrero with 4. But that's what she has. Sydney Lowe has the other goal. That brings it to 5. And so 2 goals for the Michigan squad, 1 by Wardell and 1 by Gilmore. Ball sent in deep, headed back out, settled. Right here in front of us, good action. There's Akpal. She's quick, she's small, and she knows who to look for. She saw the flashing in Noen a while ago and got it right to her feet. When you can pick a ball out of the air that's moving pretty quickly, settle it and continue in that same speed. That's what we saw just a moment ago with Noen. And she reached down with her foot. Looks like she's going to come on out. And good news for the Washington folks. Looks like Madison Taylor will go back in, as well as Kate Macklin. If it's Mackin or Macklin, University of Redlands. Katie Mack, how about that? University of Redlands, Madison Taylor, who drew the penalty, the first goal. She drew that penalty in the box to force the PK. Ball tossed in. And a foul call behind the play. 77-22 or 23 now on the clock. Playing 90 minutes here with the 18U group. The 16U group, which will play next, is a 40-minute half. Akpal putting a little pressure there. Defense trying to get it out of there. Trying to move it forward. Morris now gets it on up. Ball just still bounding around, trying to move it forward. And that was Katie Stamper working along with Morris. Here comes Madison Taylor to see if she's okay as she goes down the side. And we had a foul a little bit further up. And Taylor looks like she's all right. She's the one you got the neon fluorescent shoes, but on the bottom, when she shines in the sun, it's like gold on the bottom. I'm trying to remember the Olympic sprinter who always wore the gold sprinting shoes. I'm sure you folks out there, trivia folks, already have the answer to that one. And I'll think of it right after we go off the air. Johnson. We'll have to search that out. Checking in right now will be number 13, Taylor Malone. She'll be coming in. Looks like she's going to come in for Davis. I'll see if that's the case. Yes, it is. Carly Davis comes out. Malone checks in. Ball cleared away, and that's a big-time collision. And that's, I believe it's Veenhuizen. Hopefully she's all right. And we got a yellow card pulled out there, and that's on Wardell. Big collision there on the kick. I don't know, you hate to guess on an injury, but hopefully she'll be able to continue. Looks like she's sitting up now. And slowly trying to get up. And coach is asking if they want to come out on the pitch or if they're okay. And she's flexing that knee. That's a good sign. As we check with our crack stat crew here about the gold shoes. And we're checking right now to see if, I believe it's Veenhuizen that, Michael Johnson, there it is. As sure that was on the tip of everyone's tongues here as we wait to make sure that Veenhuizen is okay. Coach Arendt goes out there to check on her. So substitute will come in. We are going to have a change of keeper as well. So right now you've got coming back in at keeper will be Mendoza. And it looks like Brookie Tingy will put on a regular jersey. And she'll stay in the match, but she will move into the middle of the pitch instead of in the keeper's position. Yeah, as we said, I'm sure you folks were on the edge of your seats thinking about that gold shoe controversy there as Madison Taylor, shiny gold on the bottom of her shoes. Michael Johnson, the American sprinter, always wore the gold shoes. Little trademark there. Ball sent across, going to be intercepted by Stamper. She'll work it forward through the legs of the defense now, back the other way. Ball bounding around in the middle of the pitch. We will probably have 2 or 3 minutes of injury time here after our time here of working on those injuries. That ball just on the line cleared out, I believe it was Morris, so we'll go the other way. Toss in by Taylor, headed Morris, Stamper, now Taylor. Ball worked around. Getting hold of it there. Number 38 is Manning. Sent back out front now, Gifford. Worked over to Carden. Carden, Taylor. Taylor back over to Manning, working the ball around nicely. Akpal now looking for an option, and she has one out on the far side, a lot of space. Working in there nicely. Cordero takes it with the left foot, and it's going to be wide left. Akpal on that corner, but well above her reach. Akpal has that hairdo. It sticks up about 4 or 5 inches, I think, to make her seem a little taller maybe. But she is fun to watch. Small player out there with a lot of speed and energy. You got her counterpart in Gilmore, big and tough and strong. Just people bounce off of her. Ball worked around again. Sent back out. There's Aladdin. Aladdin now works it down. She'll send it in toward the top of the box. Who's going to be there? Ball headed away by Stamper. Rushing in. Aladdin now looking for an option. Sends it back out toward Cordero. Cordero brings it to her left. Now back to the right. Gilmore in the area. Picked up there by Carden. Carden over to Taylor. A lot of space. Good reversal of field there. Working toward the box. Sends it down low. Works around the defense. Shot in the middle. Pass in the middle. Cross in there low. Looked like a shot for a moment. Then it was a low cross into the box. A nice one. Trying to pull the trigger in there was Mackin and just didn't get the right angle on it. Here comes Akpal. She'll set somebody up. Sent back out to the left. Manning. Marked up by Stamper. Far post. Headed out. Just can't get it out of this zone. Aladdin bringing it back in. Severe angle, but to the feet of the defense. Zach works with her defenders to get it out. And they'll bring it right back. It's going to be Manning. Takes it to her right off the defense. Wardell. There's a foot race. Good job on that far side. Taylor Malone trying to get something going. And really the ball staying on this half of the pitch right now for a long time. Akpal there picks it up. Looking for teammates. There's a left-footed shot off the defense. Settled. Ball sent back over toward Cordero. Cordero to Carden. Just continued time of possession here. Great ball control. And it looks like what you might see in a... That was a nice ball in the box. Let's see who's going to be there. Finally cleared away by Ames. That's kind of ball control you might see on a really supreme team, maybe a college level or above, just controlling the ball and taking that time of possession. Got a foul somewhere here. Let's see. Got a yellow card. Maybe some arguing going on out there. Little disputation. Looks like we're going to see, not sure what happened. Might have been something. So there's yellow card given, and maybe a little explanation later for the coach to tell him what happened. Looked like somebody probably said something that was maybe been warned 2 or 3 times. There's a ball sent in, and Marsh will scoop it up, come the other way. 86:55 on the clock. Doesn't mean a whole lot to maybe 2 or 3 extra minutes coming up. That ball cleared away, and it will be a throw-in. Looked like it went off of, I think it was Brookie Tingy that was coming across. The ref said no, it was not touched there. So coming back for the Washington team. Now ball back post. Nobody there. Runs all the way through. Now back out front. Aladdin now brings it in. Shot deflected. Nobody there, so clear it away. Stamper looks up, clears past the first wave. Doesn't get past the second. Stamper hustling, and she's come in from the bench, had a little bit of a rest. Taylor takes a shot toward Gilmore. And there's a grab, and Gilmore's going to get a little chat here. So referee having a little word there about that foul, and I think his words were that's the third time, so you don't want to get another, get a yellow card here. There's been a couple already. Hard tackles, some arguing possibly, disputation. And there goes throw in. Probably, as we guess, maybe 2-3 minutes of injury time. We'll see. As Brandon Ingram out in the middle of the pitch, kind of looking over to the side, see if he might give us some sort of a idea on injury time. Ball on the far side, right along the line. Clock moving up toward 89 minutes. We'll see if any indication on the extra time. Any indication? We're still watching on the extra time as we check with our fourth official. Good source of information here on the side. Information that you folks have that the people over here in the crowd don't have. How about that? So when we get that information, we'll pass it on. Right now, the clock going down. We got 89:30. He's going to put 4 minutes, as we see thrown up here on the hands of the referee. So 4 minutes, and we're about 30 seconds away from regulation 90 minutes. So there'll be 4 minutes added on to that. Clock will stop at 90. Ball in the box or near the box. There it is, coming in. Goes all the way through, across the facing of the goal mount, and here comes play down deep. Let's see. And still worked out, and a lot of contact, worked it out of there. Taylor now sends it back to the right, has a little space. Sends it in toward Akpal. Akpal taken away. Nice job by the defense, and there was a tug on the shirt, I believe I sensed. So the foul is called, and it'll be a kick there for the Michigan squad. 90 minutes on the clock, 4 minutes extra time, probably about 3.5 now. So you'd have to really pour it on here, and about a goal a minute. But you also think of the goal differential in these season-long and tournament-type settings. That's important. So if you can get a goal for the Michigan team, that would be a big lift. Ball tossed in. Ball down the line. It's going to be coming right down the line, and will go over toward the bench of the Michigan squad. Ball actually would be probably up here near the scorer's tent. Ball tossed in, and the defenders will try to take a little time off the clock. Everybody's shifting forward now. Really the first time you've been on this side of the pitch in a while, as we hear the whistles on the other fields as those games come to conclusion. Ball worked around, an opportunity here, and it'll be a set piece for the Michigan squad. Probably a couple minutes left, maybe 3. Hand in the air. Let's see who's going to take this ball. Looks like can't pick up the number from here. I know Davis is out. She has a good foot, and we'll see what we get right here. A lot of folks in the box, and here comes the ball. Good opportunity here for Michigan. Low ball. sent in, and just not an opportunity there. And a little misfire on that set piece that was a pretty good opportunity. As the referee checking his watch, checking to see how much time might be left. Before we had a couple of pretty long breaks there for injuries, so that's why the 4 minutes additional time here in this 18U 90-minute game. We'll go about 94, 95 minutes. Ball sent over the head of Stamper. Bringing it back in is Morris. Stamper really working on trying to get it. And here comes the ball forward. And there's a shove to the ground. And referee says play on at this point. Akpal. Fun to watch. Ball sent to the near side. Now in the middle circle. Continuing to really show a lot of ball control and balance, this team out of Washington. You got your couple of your top players on the bench, of course, at this point. Noen and Lowe, the scorers. Noen with 4 goals, as we said, just an amazing set of goals as she, particularly in that first half, had the PK, of course. That was pretty much to be expected. But then 2 goals that were just fantastic as she danced through the defense, picking it to the right, to the left, showing it to the players, pulling it back, and then going right in and scoring. So great future ahead of that young lady, Tao Noen, and this team. And congratulations to the Washington squad. Good fight also from the Michigan team. Bouncing back after going down 3-0, coming back 3-2, but finally falling 5-2 with the 2 goals here in that second half. So we'll say good afternoon to you. Glad you were with us, whether you're out in Washington or up in the Great Lakes State. Glad you joined us here on the National League season opener, and this is an incredible event. Thank you for joining us here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National League. John Peters checking out now from Wilson, North Carolina.